My name is Michael Duenas. I am the Director of Clinical Services for our Santa Maria and Lompoc offices. I've been with the company for 13 years, and I've been the Director of Clinical Services for the last 7 years. I started as a behavior interventionist, working one-on-one with the kids. Every client has an overseeing BCBA who makes sure everything's running smoothly, but there's a team of 3 at least with every client. And so I always felt that I had the clinical support and freedom to ask questions about why we're using one strategy over the other or why one thing isn't working. And that same structure has been in place the entire time I've been with 360. And so it's not just, this is what we're going to do. And so because of the X, Y, and Z is how I was able to become a BCBA. That's how I'm able to make those decisions, and by understanding like the thought process behind everything. So now that I'm not so much in the clinical role and I do more administrative things, that same thought process is there. It's not just do this. It's a do it because this, and this. And so the more I hear that stuff, the more I'm able to just make that decision on my own. When I first started with the company, I was paired with a 3-year-old boy. I was in his home Monday through Friday, several hours a day, and for well over a year. And by the end of it, he was a different kid, and I was basically part of the family. I remember when he was graduating, I was walking toward his front door to leave, and his grandma told me that she prayed and prayed that someone would come and help him. And you know when a happy situation starts to turn sentimental, someone will usually say something to break the ice. That happened. We all laughed it off, but inside it really meant a lot to me. I think this was the first job that I enjoyed going to. I wasn't just clocking in and out. I was doing something that mattered. I think if you like this in a BI role, you're going to love it as supervisor, really digging into the thought process behind everything. And it's also an opportunity to develop a career. So the team here knows that I'll talk to anybody who will listen about the career ladder, because it's a job that you can stay with your entire life. I think if you have good social skills, that's usually a good sign that you're going to be successful. Next is empathy. I think that we have to know up front that it's more difficult on the clients and the parents than it is for us as clinicians. So the route that we're choosing to go with has to be a balance of what we think is clinically necessary and what the families can accommodate. Lastly, leadership. That's not something you have to come with. It's something that you develop over time, but things get hard. And the team always needs somebody who's going to believe that things are going to get better. I love that there's teamwork throughout it. So every client has a team of at least 3, but if that team is having a hard time figuring out what to do with a certain situation, they can coordinate with another team. And if that team doesn't do, we can coordinate with another office. We have offices all over California. We can coordinate with all of them. I love that we never had to feel like we're on an island.